Welcome back to another episode, everybody. My name is Val, and this is the What's Next podcast. This episode was actually supposed to be for the What's Next Wednesdays episode, but I didn't release it. I actually wanted to do this episode because I wanted to talk about a few things that I feel like have been going through my head and just things that I've been going throughout this process. I feel like, I don't know, I'm human and you're human too, so I'm sure you can relate. But especially when doing this, these past few weeks, I've been struggling a lot with just believing in myself. And I've struggled a lot with comparing my life to other people's lives and then comparing my accomplishments with other people's accomplishments. I'm trying to shift my mindset and just fully have my mindset be like it's me versus me, not me versus the world and people's accomplishments, which is something I actually mentioned to my friend Valeria, because I think she also compares herself sometimes. And yes, I think at times it could be motivating to push yourself to limits that you haven't pushed yourself to, but also like if it's something you're constantly doing, in my case, it's not motivating. It's more like I give myself shit for things that I haven't accomplished, but things that I'm working towards. And it's very discouraging for me instead of encouraging like I wish it could be. Which is why I've also been trying to be more intentional about my time on social media. I do have a habit of going on there and like just scrolling. Sometimes, yes, it can be motivating because I see it in a different perspective. But also being on social media that much is not a healthy habit to have. I don't want to be on social media constantly, which is a habit that I'm trying to break with just scrolling on there. It's mainly just Instagram and sometimes Snapchat because I follow Keith Lee and his food reviews, and I'm a foodie, so I love watching things like that. I want to talk about believing in yourself today because it's fucking hard sometimes. It could be hard to believe in yourself because I mean, at least in my experience and in my childhood, like a lot of the ways that I'm able to put myself out there and to do shit that is scary and out of my comfort zone. My mom as a kid, this shit was an everyday thing, like a weekly everyday thing, and she like constantly told me like the world is yours, like you could do anything you want in this world, like you're successful, you can do it, you can make anything come true. And she would tell me that every single day, weekly. And that shit, like, it stayed in my head, which is why I feel like when I moved out and like I was trying to figure out what my purpose was, when I finally got to like creating the podcast and like really putting myself out there and really being vulnerable with my feelings and just these conversations, I feel like I was able to do it because she had for so long told me that I was capable of doing things, anything, no matter what. So that was really helpful. And now that I have moved out, obviously we're not in contact. I now need to be the one to do that for myself. I now need to continue to tell myself that I am capable of doing things, that I am capable of doing and accomplishing anything as long as I believe in myself and I actually do the shit that I need to accomplish those things. Honestly, I've been off my grind with like my manifestations, my gratitude, and my affirmations. I haven't done that shit consistently for a while. And it's something that I intend to get back to every single morning, like after I get back from the gym and I shower. I literally just need to make time to do it. It's just honestly doing that, just writing it down and like daydreaming about the things that I write down and manifesting the things that I write down is really helpful, and that's really encouraging for me to have that belief again, have that belief that I can do anything and that I can accomplish anything that I want no matter what. Even when I'm going through hard shit and it's hard to believe in myself, like just having that reminder of writing that those things in my notebook is really helpful. A few weeks ago, I went to a running club at 8 a.m. and that was out of my comfort zone. I didn't know anybody there. I literally got there just in time where, like 2 minutes before they started the run, I literally got out of my car, put my headphones in, put some music on, and I started running. It's funny though, because I went to the running club, but I didn't fucking know anybody, and I didn't know the trail that we were running on, and I fucking got lost. But it was funny because I just felt so free, and it was really nice to just be in nature running and just the beautiful scenery. It was really beautiful. The night before that morning, so Friday night, I met with somebody. I met up with Mo. He's also another podcaster here in Austin. And we were talking. We talked for a few hours. We went to dinner. We grabbed sushi, and he was kind of explaining to me like his creative process and just his life and what he's went through, and I was also explaining to him like my creative process and what I've went through. And he also just related to me that that week he was also struggling with like editing and being able to get himself to edit and just get the shit that he needed to get done for his podcast. And I was like, yeah, me too. Like, I just honestly, this week hasn't been the best for me. Like, I just don't feel motivated. He's a very successful guy. He's well established. He was telling me that although he does have, these connections, and he does have people that he can reach out to like have as a guest on the podcast, he doesn't, because he wants to do it all on his own. Because he believes in himself. He believes in himself so highly, and he reaches out to like these celebrities or these well-known like public figures, and they go on his podcast. And that's crazy to me. Like, I want to do that. That's the level that I want to get to. And he basically told me like, bro, you don't necessarily, I know that it is a thing in the back of your head that you feel like you need to have a big production team, or even like a big following, in order for these people that you're reaching out to take you more serious, so that they can be a guest on the podcast. But it's really not, that's not how it is. You don't need all that. Like, you just need the confidence, the belief, and you need to like reach out to these people no matter if they say no. Who gives a fuck? Like, reach out to these people, and if you want to have them as a guest, believe in yourself. Believe that you have the ability to have these people on your podcast, no matter how big or small the following is, or even if you do or don't have a production company. I've kept that in my mind the last few weeks, and I did say, obviously this year I do want to bring on some guests, because there is a lot of important topics that I want to cover with these guests. But it was really cool for him to tell me that, and it was really motivational, and it stayed with me. So shout out to you, Mo. Thank you for that. I that was a conversation that I definitely needed to have, and I did feel like God / whatever it is that you believe in, the universe, I do believe that we were connected for a reason, and we were in contact for a reason, and I just really needed that. So yeah, I get that it's fucking hard sometimes to believe in yourself, and you just fucking gotta like start taking those steps that you need to get to those places that you want to get to. It's just, I don't know, it's that simple for me to, I know what I need to do, truly. I really do know what I need to do. I just need to fucking do it. You really just have to believe in yourself and trust yourself and the direction that you're headed in. And you got to give it your all. You really just got to show up as authentic as you possibly can, and be vulnerable and be yourself, and take that shit to the fucking moon, bro. Straight up. Like, I've also mentioned before that I am working on a side project for What's Next. Connecting with my creative director and having those conversations with her like sometimes can be an hour, sometimes can be hours. It's also really amazing to just have like that creative conversation because it's really uplifting for me, like talking about this project and the details of the project and shit. It's really motivating to me, which is why like we meet every week about it. I understand what it's like to feel discouraged and not believe in yourself. And it sucks, bro. Like I I I get that feeling. And sometimes it's nice to just verbally say like, yeah, like that's just how I'm feeling right now, and then do something about it. Start taking those steps. Wake up earlier if you need to. Go to the gym. I know the gym helps me. Going on a walk in nature. Simple things like that that will help you in your process. So, yeah, I encourage you to continue to go out of your comfort zone, do shit that you've never done before, talk to people that you've never talked to before, vocalize feelings that you've never vocalized before. It's liberating for me at least, and I hope it is for you too. But yeah, that's all I had for you guys today. I love you. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode. I'll see you again this week. And yeah, what's next, guys? Thank you. Okay, love you.
Yep.
If you hear clicking in the back, that's my girlfriend working. Say hello.
Are you starting right now?
Yeah, say hello.
Oh, hi. No, I'm gonna go.